Welcome to the Rustic Garden Homestead. I want to answer a couple questions about planting tomatoes. Number one, is it worth planting them early? And it may be if you do it the right way. I'm going to show you the way that I plant tomatoes now, a plant that is too tall and lanky, overly grown, how I plant that on its side, and also talk about the root ball. How deep do you want that to go into the soil? Because a lot of people think the deeper you plant a tomato plant, the better start it gets. And that's not really true, because a plant grows based on soil temperature. And if you put that root ball down too deep in the soil, you're not really gaining any extra time, because it takes longer for the sun to warm the soil deeper into the soil. So you really want to plant these plants, I think, in the top 4 inches of the soil. I'll talk about that, the top 10 centimeters. And I'll show you how to prep the planting hole. But these tips will help you get tomatoes earlier to your table, but it's going to really help them thrive and take off and grow quickly. There are a couple of main points I want to stress with planting a tomato, especially if you're planting it early, like it's April 21st today, so we're a couple weeks early. Soil is still somewhat cool, but the top 4 inches has warmed up, the top 10 centimeters from the sun hitting it, warmer rains. These are tomato beds that I mulch up in November. Plenty of nutrients here. I don't really have to add a whole lot to the planting hole, but we're going to go over that. You only want to plant a tomato plant, and after 30 years of experience, to about just a little bit above the soil. You can see root nodes coming, new roots want to come out. This is all that should go into the ground. If your plant is tall or it's lanky, the wisdom is plant it deeper. You get the roots deeper into the soil. They get better water, more nutrition. That's just all false. By planting a tomato plant down 8 inches, 20 centimeters or further, and putting that root ball down into the soil, you put it into colder ground. Cold ground is going to give the roots the signal not to grow. It's not warm enough yet. Your tomato plants, and all plants really, grow based on root temperature. Ambient temperature, the surrounding temperature, is really important, but they are collecting basically data from the soil. As the soil warms up for your warm plants, gives them the signal to grow and to thrive. So you want to make sure, especially for early tomatoes, you're just planting into the top of the soil like this. Remove the mulch about a week ahead of time, if you can think of it. Let the sun beat down there, let it warm up the space. Keep the mulch pulled away for the next couple of weeks. Let that sun penetrate and just warm the root ball. That's what's going to really accelerate the growth of this tomato plant. To plant the tomato, you want to set up a basic planting hole. I plant in the same place year after year. This is year number 7. I put down lots of organic mulch that breaks down, gets into the soil. Tomato plants send out tons of surface roots. That's how they collect most of their nutrients and most of their moisture. Putting that root ball down deeper, especially earlier in the season, just makes for cold roots and no upper growth and no growth of the tomato plant. And those lower roots, yeah, they grow down and they find water and nutrients, but the majority comes from the shallow roots, where the soil is warm, where everything of, this organic mulch, all that goodness is just breaking into the soil surface and falling down a couple of inches. To set up the planting hole, I have plenty of videos on it. Looking back, maybe they're a little bit overcomplicated, but the principles are right. If you have compost, this is my leaf compost, beautiful stuff. We're just going to throw a couple big handfuls right in to the planting area. This is free, holds moisture, full of nutrients, worm castings, all that. If you want, you could add in 2 or 3 tablespoons of an organic granular. This I got on sale. I always tell the story. These huge bags, under $5 a bag, years ago. I bought them all. But you don't really need it. All you need is a compost. You could do both if you want. If you don't have compost, 2 or 3 tablespoons of the organic granular. It's the mulch. It's putting on the mulch throughout the season. It's the organic compost. Well, it's the compost. It's all the organic matter that really strengthens your garden. So you can't just think you're an organic gardener and just throw this down all over the place. This is only kind of a quick shot like a vitamin. It's gonna help for sure, but it doesn't create great soil. It doesn't really feed the soil life well. It does for a short time. It's all this organic mulch, compost, any kind of organic matter is what you want on here. So we set up the planting hole, as you see. Also, I don't dig or turn this anymore. This is last year's tomato plant. Just cut it off, leave the roots in there, dig up the planting hole, get the tomato in. Let's do that. Mixed everything through, dug a hole. We're gonna keep it about the depth of the soil. Great root system. We can loosen it up a little bit, get those roots going in different directions. This plant's a little bit beat up because we had a frost last night. Even though it was in a greenhouse, it did get a little bit cold. We're gonna plant just to right about here. Press it in, water it in with any water-soluble fertilizer. Water-soluble fertilizer means the NP and K will be immediately available to the plant. That will get it off to a great start. This is really important. Remember, the root ball was only this big. Even if it rains and there's moisture everywhere in the garden, a sunny day like today, hitting the leaves doing what they're supposed to do, it's going to pull out all the water from the root ball space probably within a day. So you want to water these plants every day, just a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure there's water in there. Every day, every other day. If it's raining, maybe skip a day, something like that. But the idea is that if you forget that the root ball is only the size of the container, warm day, it's going to use up that water. If the root ball dries out, it stresses the plant, it messes up growth, and you're going to have a problem. So for a good 10, 14 days, water every other day, make sure the moisture stays in there. And I'm going to say it one more time. Just because there's water all over the place here, this guy can't access it because his root ball is only this big. In 2 weeks, the roots will have spread out. They will went down into the ground. The plant will be in great shape to take care of itself. Just to be clear, this is the wrong way to plant early tomatoes. You're putting the tomato plant down too far into the earth where the soil is much colder, hasn't warmed up yet, and it's going to give the roots a signal to really kind of chill out, don't grow, wait for the warmth. Again, you don't want to plant the tomato this deep. It's also not going to send the roots out along this entire stem. It's only going to send roots out from up here. So you have shallow roots and the roots that are down further. But if you're going to plant early, you want to get tomatoes earlier to the table. So you want to make sure you do it the right way. One question I get a lot, is it worth starting tomato plants and pepper plants early? And the answer is not really. Just because you put a big plant into the ground 4 weeks early and you can protect it from frost and stuff like that, because the ground is so cold, the plant might turn a dark purple. It just sits there. It literally just shivers. The warmth of the soil is not giving the message to the roots to start growing and generate growth. So your tomato plant just sits there. So what you end up doing is just growing bigger plants, putting them in earlier, and just doing a lot of work. Now, if you plant that plant early and you help the soil, or you put the root system in the right place where that soil is warmer, like the top 4 inches, 10 centimeters, because the sun beats down on it, that early tomato will actually take off. Why is that important? Because I have said it before, and a lot of gardeners have said that if you have a tall, lanky plant like this, to bury it a good 8 inches, even 10 inches, 20 centimeters, 25 centimeters deep, you're just going to send that root ball down into the cold soil, and it's not going to get the message to grow. So what do you do with these lanky plants? And this has been in here actually. I don't know if you can see the date, but that says 12/31. This was a plant that was for a video, an experiment. We're going to loosen up the root ball. This is the main root ball. What do you do with this plant? You've heard about just, putting it in a trench and growing it sideways. That's what you want to do, because the upper growth here is only going to be in the soil about 2 inches deep. 5 centimeters deep. That's going to be really warm. All along the stem, and you can see it forming, these are little bumps. Those aren't anything freakish. Those are actually root nodes. So this plant is going to actually root out all along here. Now, interestingly enough, if you put a tomato plant in the ground really deep like this, the roots at the bottom develop, and it only sends roots out up where my fingers are. Those would be the shallow roots. A lot of the space in between just stays fine, maybe, a little straggler root there or whatever. So planting it deeper doesn't end up creating roots all the way down the stem that are massive. You got the deeper roots doing whatever they're doing, and then that top couple of inches, they just send out surface roots that spread. We're going to make this entire stem root out because the plant can tell how deep it's planted because of the warmth and everything. So 2 inches deep, roots are going to come along the entire stem of this plant, grow more quickly out and about, and this plant is going to take off. So what you want to do is, notice, you don't have to be overly fragile. I am removing, you don't want to break the growing tip area. I am removing the leaves from all this stem area that's going to get buried. In the past, I suggested planting this straight down. So we're going to end up, let me turn it upside down. We're going to end up, I'll get those leaves off there, planting the whole stem here sideways, and then we'll let this kind of prop up and start growing, and we're going to have a V shape or 2 main growing areas that are going to grow up this cattle panel there. Set up the soil. This has already been loosened. This is a little bit different part of my garden. I'm going to put compost all along the area that I'm going to basically drop the stem of the plant. We'll mix it in. If you didn't have that, you'd probably need like 3 or 4 handfuls of organic granular. Again, you don't need to do both. Organic matter is most important. So we're gonna just loosen this through real quick, and then I'm gonna set up a basic trench and plant. Follow me and you'll see how well these early planted tomatoes by about 2 weeks or so do. Again, I'm going to stress because it goes counterintuitive maybe to what we've learned over the decades, and I've even suggested it in planting the root ball deeper. It's not going to help your plant early on because the soil is too cold. So I dig a trench about the length of the vine. Remember, tomatoes are vines. If you let them sprawl all over the place and you didn't let them grow up a trellis or you didn't stake them, wherever the tomato plant contacted the ground, it's going to grow roots from there. And that's how it moves. It just kind of vines out, makes new roots where it goes, and the plant gets stronger and stronger. It's a great way to grow tomato plants if you have a lot of space. We're going to put the root end down, probably that's, 2 or 3 inches, and then kind of work your way up. We're going to mound it up. And that's all you really have to do. I did take off some of the flowers and the fruits. You don't want that to really be happening. And then right in here, you can see, I'm just gonna let this guy go and do its thing. There's the V. It's gonna be 2 main stems coming out of here. I could put a little stake in there if I wanted to, but this guy's gonna correct itself, get taller, and I'm just gonna weave it into the cattle panel. Water it in with a water-soluble fertilizer. Again, water this plant every day, every other day, just a quick pour. Make sure the area stays moist. But the root system is going to grow out the entire length of this vine and move out here. This is going to be a really strong plant. It's going to grow beautifully. And this is the best way, I think, looking back on my 30 years, to plant a tomato a little bit early, but just not to do extra work. You don't need to plant a tomato that deep. It does nothing really for the plant. The root systems will naturally grow down. They want to have surface roots everywhere, pulling in nutrients. Just follow what the plant wants. Just wanted to show you how many leaves I removed from the plant. We took off a good portion, buried the stem, Remove the leaves. Don't worry about taking too many leaves. It's really hard to do. As long as you've got several leaves getting sunshine, this plant's going to establish and grow, and it's going to be massive. You know, come probably 4 weeks, 6 weeks, this plant's going to be huge already. But I wanted to stress, because you're planting early and warmth is the key, make sure you don't bring the mulch back over the planting area for a good 2-3 weeks until you get past that frost date and your days have really warmed up. You can move the mulch, you can add mulch, you know, really anytime, you know, come mid-May or something like that. So leave the soil exposed, let the heat of the sun warm up this space. For the tomato plants we're planting on the side, a lot of roots are going to come out all over the place. Again, don't put the mulch down, you know, for about 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Let everything just warm up. When you put down 1 inch, 2 inches, 2.5, 5 centimeters worth of organic mulch, that's going to provide cover for the roots that are right on the surface. It'll keep moisture there. It'll decompose. It'll feed those surface roots. But let the warmth do its thing for a good month and then bring in the organic mulch. My greenhouse is really packed with tomato and pepper plants. Last night we had a frost. That would have killed them off. They're frost sensitive. Even though you can put your tomato plants out early or your pepper plants out early and protect them with buckets and blankets and plastic sheets, if the soil temperature is too cold, you're working for nothing. A tomato plant is not going to take off and thrive and grow if the root ball is too cold. What's the right temperature? Most of your warm weather crops like soil temperature that's 60 degrees Fahrenheit. I think that's like 18.5 degrees Celsius. They like it higher than that, but that's the minimum. The warmth of the soil warms the roots, gives a plant a signal to grow. When you plant a tomato to depth, to a deeper depth, like 8, 10 inches, 20, 25 centimeters, the root ball is cold. It's the top 4 inches that begin to warm up early in the spring or middle of spring. And you're just looking for trending temperatures. When you have like 10 days and the nights are in the 50s, the days are in the 70s and 80s, your soil temperature is doing great. Warm sunny day, 70 degrees, is going to warm that top 2 inches, 5 centimeters. That's where you want to put the root ball. So there's no point in dropping it deeper into the ground. I used to tell people to do that. I used to believe I should do that. It makes no difference really with the growth of the plant, but it can hamper growth early on because you're dropping it into colder soil temperature. Thanks so much for watching. Please check out my seed shop at therustedgarden.com. Sell tomato and pepper seeds, $1.75 a pack. All other seeds are only $1.50. And right now, GreenStalk Garden, I've been growing with them for the last 10 years, have a wonderful Mother's Day sale where these towers are $50 off. If you use my code, TheRustedGarden, use the link in the video description, and you'll save additional money. This is the best way to grow in a 3-foot by 3-foot footprint. And just look at all the leafy greens. Going to be planting these up with strawberries and peppers for a video this week. I highly recommend their vertical planters. Thanks again for watching.